Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings to all. Today I want to do a little one-on-one speech on how rich children of God is and are. Because sometimes people think we don't know our value, but in reality, we actually do know our value. Some people might not, but most of us do. In order to use what God blessed us with, we have to always have God, put God first, which I do. And I don't know sometimes why my life is so difficult. Because I'm God is the judge, but I ain't perfect, but I do the best I can. And that's all that matters. All the BS, cut it. It doesn't hold any weight. You know what I mean? And it's just a matter of time for people that reacts with negative energy, low vibrational stuff. It's just a matter of time before it actually catches up to you. So my advice to you is keep that negative energy to yourself, and stay out of people's way, just like people stay out of your way. I don't really have much to say on the negative topic besides that I'm going to continue doing what I do, and I'm going to continue being blessed, and I'm going to be forever rich or wealthy under God. And it's just a matter of time before I align with everything materialistic. But anyway, it takes practice to make perfection. So with chipping off all my rough edges, with God's help on my own, people got to focus on their own lives and focus on their temple instead of worrying about trying to figure out somebody else. I could never try to figure out somebody else. I mean, I can, but I don't have the time to study somebody else. The time that I have is not to be wasted worrying about Tom, Dick, or Harry. You know what I mean? I gotta focus on this. This is what matters. The image of God. So the reason why I chose this topic, because I noticed a lot of I've been going through a lot of warfare. I don't know, I don't speak on it, because I keep everything to myself and I move in silence. But at the same time, there's times I need to, like this right now, what I'm doing is like therapy for me. Because I be needing to talk to you guys about what's really going on out there. Because some people are afraid to even touch base on how the spiritual realm works and day-to-day battle with warfare and etc. So, my thing is, we can't always keep everything in because it will cause us to snap. Snapping don't really help the situation. Talking about it, sometime it does. But doing other things, like positive things, that helps a lot. And that's what I be doing. I learned how to focus my energy, all the pain that I bear. I learned to focus it and turn it into purpose. I'm not good at everything, but in certain things I am a master at it. And I'm trying to learn other things too. I'm constantly learning every day and trying to become a better person as well. And life is a big battlefield. You learn a lot, you go through a lot. If you don't learn, you got to repeat certain things. I get it. And I'm willing to put in the work, whatever it takes to get to the next level. But what I don't understand is why, you're giving everything 100%, right? And your best. You could push it to the limit, really. But you do your best on a daily basis. Why do negative people with their negative energy always attracted to you? But then I realized this pastor was saying something that was pretty deep. Like how if you turn off all the lights, you see all the roaches come out. And then when you turn on the light right away and you start killing them, then you realize they run away from the light. It's like people, they don't like the light. They're more attractive to darkness. So why is it when you're positive, you attract negative energy? It's a mystery with that. But one thing I do realize too, and then when you look at it the other way around, at night, some bugs are attractive to the light and some bugs aren't. So it's kind of like, it's deep, you know what I mean? So I learned to turn my pain into purpose. I learned to help others by reading a daily word and blessing whoever I could bless. If I could bless everybody, I'll bless everybody. But I realize you can't bless everybody. And even if you do bless everybody, people tend to never appreciate the good that you do from the goodness of your heart. So I realize I'm not here to please people. I'm here to take care of myself and what's my purpose here? What's my task? What am I doing? You know what I mean? That's my focus. I could care less about what a person think about me. Because at the end of the day, their opinion, because that's all it is their opinion doesn't really matter. It matters to them and whoever might be interested. But other than that, when something don't make sense, it's just a waste of time. And it's just a matter of time before everything around them realize that, whatever is negative and low vibrational, it's better you don't even discuss on it. Keep it to yourself. Because we all go through it. We all have our days. And it's good to be mindful and be considerate, whether you like it or not, for others. Because you don't know what a person be, and you don't know when you might go through certain things, and whatever you dish out is going to come back fold to you. It's good to treat people right. I'm not saying like people don't have their days when they argue. That's totally normal. But like if you can make up, even if you just keep it respectful and y'all don't talk, that's still a start. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to like somebody, but you could respect somebody. There's a lot of times I don't like certain people. I don't like, but I don't hate them. It's just I don't like their ways, how they move. You know what I mean? But I leave it to God. God will deal with that on His time. I'm just going to continue doing my part, continue doing what God put me here to do, continue growing, continue shining. Even though there's days when I feel like the whole world is on my shoulder and it's like nobody understands, which is true except God. Like I could talk to a best friend. I could talk to a female. They will never understand what I'm trying to say. Because only the person that wear the shoes knows. You ever heard the saying, he who feels it knows it? So there's a lot of things I don't have to know about it. As long as I have understanding and I could feel certain things, I know. I appreciate everything that I have, everything that people do for me. I appreciate. I always try to pay it back. And I always extend the same gratitude to others. But I know this is like a slight difference with me. Like people always trying to keep me down, whether it's with negativity, just keeping my name in their mouth in a negative way. And they never acknowledge the good you do. It's like you could be a celebrity or somebody that just, it don't even have to be a celebrity. Somebody that's just in a good position, that's not struggling. And you could look out for a whole community, right? And you do one little bad thing. Tell me what everybody gonna remember. They're gonna remember that same bad thing you did instead of all the good you did. You see what I'm saying? So it's like people it's almost like they're just in a dimension. Sad to say it, no disrespect to them, but it's the truth. And sometimes the truth is gonna hurt. And in order for us to wake up, sometimes we gotta feel it. You know what I mean? Because I bear my own pain. And I go through my own task. And I learn my own lesson that life teaches. And it's time for elevation, time for the next level. Nobody wants to repeat the same level, including those that like to talk down on others and all these things that they like to do. The same way that all this magic and all this bad energy is real, that's the same way God is real. And God is realer than any magic or any of these things. Like I said, it's just a matter of time before things actually catches up with people. And then they'll see that everything I was saying is true. And it's not just because I said it, but it was a fact from the start, from the very, very start. And, it's sad. But all I could do is just continue doing the best I could do. There's some days, guys, I wake up, I'm not always like feeling like the nice guy. There's times like I wake up and I'm just not in the mood. You know what I mean? Not in the mood for anything that's a waste. And it's like, people don't get it. They like to always, it's like big kids. And I said it before and I'll say it again. Like, it's good to be mature and pure than to be a fool running around, because anybody that's prideful, it's sad to say it, whatever follows pride is not good, which means destruction come right before pride, or a fall before, you know how it go. Comment down below, let me know the correct terminology. I know it is just right now my mind is all over the place, but pride cometh before destruction. So it's very important to take time. Like, even these past couple of days, I've been observing how fast everybody else is moving. I watched this video on this homeless guy and he was spitting some real gold, like some real knowledge that sensible people wouldn't even acknowledge. Like, he said this. And a couple of other YouTubers made a video on it as well. But he said this. He said, everybody is racing. Racing for what? When you realize, when you hit certain levels, it's like, this is what I've been racing for? You know how much billionaires I watch? And they like, oh, when I made my first $1 billion, it was like, that's what I was destined to do, and it just feel regular, like you just made $1 million. It don't feel any different. It's just a couple more zeros. But it's like they realize certain things. Yes, it's a blessing to be able to do certain things. Yes, it's a blessing to be able to reach certain altitude and to see your accomplishments. But what are we racing for? So it made me kind of think, like, maybe all this time that I have on my hands now, I've been using that time to watch how fast everybody else is moving and watch how they move. They're always trying to get attention. Like I was never into the attention, like I always like to be that guy, like, that's just humble. I don't care about none of that. Yes, it's the best of the best, but as far as like showing off and, oh, I'm doing better than you, and you're not working, or I'm trying to figure out how you're surviving, or blah blah blah, you ain't doing nothing for me. So why are you trying to figure me out? Why is that your business? You know what I mean? Like, people always want to, it's like peeping Tom. They always want to know everything you're doing and ain't nobody doing you nothing, ain't nobody helping you. You know, they know a kind person when they see one, but they ain't nobody doing nothing. Nobody helps you. Everything you do, you gotta do it on your own. And then when you reach certain altitude now, here comes everyone. Where were you before? You know what I mean? Like, but whatever. So, I just wanted to go over that with you guys. Like, it's not good to worry about other people, because the time you take to worry about somebody else, you can focus on yourself. And you will get so much more accomplished than worrying about somebody else. And I'm tired of repeating myself, and this is gonna be the last time I speak on this. It's good to, like, I always was the type of, like, if something is, like, not required for you to be sticking your nose in it, just leave it alone, stay out. If you see it's necessary, which is very small chances, that unless you see somebody can't really handle a certain situation, but they don't, like, if we was to use certain gifts we have for good instead of negative, this world will be it would be a better world. It would be like heaven on earth. But you see, people rather, they get joy out of watching somebody fall. They get joy out of watching somebody having to need you or need anything. Some people just get joy. It's like crabs in a bucket. You ever see crabs in a bucket? Whenever one find a way trying to get to the top, they pull each other back down. It's like you could never, instead of trying to use each other to get to the top so you could free everybody, they rather just keep pulling you down. That's how people remind me of that. It could be on a job site. It could be anywhere. Your friendship. It could be a certain organization. You know what I mean? Anything you do, people always trying to pull you down. I had enough of that. That's why I move according. And the best friend that I ever had was the Most High God. And there's times, like, I'll be like, God, why am I always alone? But I realized I was being protected from certain energy. At the right time, God would bring the right people around. And the sky is the limit. So hopefully this word was a blessing to you guys. I said a message. Hopefully this message was a blessing to you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And I'm sorry for being so blunt again, but this camera is like therapy for me. And it helps me out just being able to release it to you guys. And some people comment back, some won't. But you get the drift. You know where I'm coming from. And you know the truth. So always stand up for what you believe in and the truth over everything. Don't forget to subscribe, share, like the video, and let me know what you think in the comment section down below. God bless you. Peace out, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.